Gyeryongsan, the mountain that changed when the military arrived. There is a mountain in South Korea that people once avoided after sunset, not because it was dangerous, but because something there was said to notice you before you noticed it. Its name is Gyeryongsan. For generations, it was known as a place of powerful spiritual energy, but locals had another name for it. They called it a mountain that holds people. Long before soldiers arrived, the villages surrounding Gyeryongsan shared similar stories. Stories that were never written officially, but repeated quietly over decades. A man would go into the forest and return hours later, unable to explain where he had been. A woman would claim she heard someone calling her name from deeper in the mountain. When she followed the voice, she would find no one, but she would not be the same afterward. Some stopped speaking entirely, others became obsessed with returning, and a few never came back at all. At first, these incidents were treated as coincidence, but over time, a pattern began to form. People who spent time near certain parts of the mountain reported the same things: sudden silence, a feeling of being watched, a presence just outside their vision. Then came the more disturbing cases. A young man found sitting in the forest, repeating the same sentence. "It's still there." He refused to explain what it was. Another case, a local resident discovered at the base of a cliff. No sign of struggle, no clear reason. But before his death, he had told his family, "Something in the mountain doesn't want us here." As the stories spread, so did the people drawn to them. Shamans began to move into the area, not to escape the mountain, but to connect with it. They claimed the mountain held an ancient force, not evil, but not human either. Some said it was a gate, others said it was a presence. One shaman reportedly warned, "This place is not empty, it is occupied." And yet, even they did not stay long. In 1983, the South Korean government made an announcement. The headquarters of the Army, Navy, and Air Force would be relocated to one place, a place chosen for strategic reasons. That place was near Gyeryongsan. By 1989, the massive military complex was completed. Thousands of soldiers moved in. Training began. Lights filled the night. For the first time in centuries, the mountain was no longer quiet. During the early stages of construction, workers began reporting unusual events. At first, they laughed it off. Footsteps behind them, tools moving slightly from where they were left. Then, one night, a security guard radioed in. "There's someone standing past the perimeter, but they're not moving." When the team arrived, no one was there, but the ground showed something had been standing there, not walking, not approaching, just standing. A week later, a soldier on night patrol reported seeing a figure between the trees. He described it as human-shaped, but wrong in proportion. He was ordered to approach. He refused. The next morning, he requested immediate transfer. His report was never filed. Then something changed. The report stopped. Not slowly, suddenly. No more sightings, no more voices, no more missing persons. Even the locals noticed. The mountain felt different. Some say it was coincidence. More people, more activity, less isolation. But others believe something else happened. They say the mountain was not empty. It was simply quiet until something stronger arrived. Because for the first time, the mountain faced something it had never faced before. Constant presence, discipline, noise, light, weapons, and perhaps even something unseen can feel threatened. Today, Gyeryongsan remains, the military remains, and the stories, they are still told, but differently. Not as warnings, not as fear, but as something that used to exist until something else arrived and forced it to disappear. Other places that changed. Japan, Aokigahara Forest, once known as a place where people entered and never returned. After surveillance towers were installed and patrols increased, the disappearances declined. Locals say it wasn't the people that changed. Something else left. Russia, Ural Mountain Zone. Remote, silent, and avoided. Before military occupation, expeditions reported unexplained panic and disorientation. After a permanent base was established, those reports ended. No explanation was given. USA Desert Test Range, a restricted zone in the desert. Before it was secured, travelers reported lights, voices, and missing time. After military control, nothing, only silence.